the market is going to decline and you're a seller, well, now's the time to try to sell it.
Right. I get that. Makes a lot of sense. John, talk to me about coming out of this market. And I think we got time for one or two more topics. But the topic number one I want to ask you about is, hey, you know what? If I'm thinking about selling my house, instead of just taking my real estate agent's word for it after we come out of this, might it be a good idea to actually get an appraisal in order to figure out where my selling price needs to be?
Yeah, thank you for that, Dylan. For sure. Obviously, this is going to seem like a self-serving response to that, but yeah, I think for sure it would be very beneficial. For the cost of an appraisal. The appraisal is a few $100s, so the cost of knowing where you're at is, from my perspective, and is money well spent. But yeah, you definitely would want to get an appraisal done. If you're thinking of selling in the near future, you want to get an appraisal done before you go to market to see where you're at, and then reevaluate your position at that time. I would imagine that that's going to be happening even on the lending side. Lending institutions are going to reassess the loans that they have and see what they're at. So
I definitely think that's part of it. I think the really big one is look, at the end of the day, I tell people this, and I think it's going to be really, really relevant after the order's lifted and we get back to kind of market as normal where people are trying to sell. And that is, there will probably be less buyers in the market, as some people will choose to be more patient, let everything shake itself out. Some people have job situations that don't allow them to buy when they thought they were going to buy, or they want things to be more back to normal before they do. So less buyers. However, I also think that there will be people, and again, this is just my anecdotal opinion, who say we're absolutely selling. Like, there wasn't enough space for the quarantine. It's absolutely time to move. I don't want to live here anymore, whatever the case is. So more inventory, less buyers means there's going to be price pressure. And I think that getting an appraisal and getting out for $400 or $500 and not having to stay in a house that you didn't sell because you overpriced it for an extra 2 or 3 months at $1,500 a month is money well spent. So I don't think you're being self-serving when you say that. I think there's a real market need to do that. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, thank you for that, for sure.
All right. John, anything else you'd like to turn around and cover from an appraisal or market condition standpoint?